Here we go. The most beautiful World Tournament team. You got your boy LR Goku's lead. Then you got Gogeta. And then the first time in the history of my account, been playing this pretty much since day one, I got an AoE. Apparently he's ass now. Everyone says he's a piece of shit, but I got him to max SA, and fuck it. I'm going to use him. I don't give a shit. And you got your boy Super Saiyan Blue God Goku, who I got to SA10, by the way. And then obviously the staple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then the new addition, the Awakened Brohan, who's at SA4. He's pretty strong. Although I kind of wish I never put one dupe into him. I did get a dupe, and I did put it into him, and I did catch that L because obviously the dupe system's coming out. But hey, fuck that. As you can see, my team is fucking wet up. Team cost 303, just like the shitty band that had one hit. You know what I mean? Tight dress with the skirt underneath. The only good song they ever made was that one. Alright, let's go here. And preliminary. So here we go. Who should I take as friend? Computing. No AoEs found. Oh, wait. There's an AoE. I guess I'll bring Vegeta. I actually still would really like to get a Vegeta. Although AoEs are kind of irrelevant now in the newer World Tournament system. At least irrelevant for me personally. Like, I feel like they're too hard to maintain unless you have a really good team and shit ton of items and you have autism. I think they're still cool. I still would like Majin Vegeta. Dude, there's only one Majin Vegeta in this game. That's pretty crazy. He's a pretty staple character in Dragon Ball Z. Alright, you know what? Actually, I'll take off King Yama and I'll put on Ghost Usher just in case someone decides to hit me with a super, but that probably won't happen. But hey, what do you know? This World Tournament was, what, 2.5 months in the making, and it actually came through, which is great. Who knew that was going to happen? To be honest, the wars are kind of lacking. I don't mean to talk shit, but I don't really care about Goku with Kamehameha feet. Although that was a pretty cool battle, him and Piccolo. It was pretty weird to see that Goku took so long to learn how to fly. Especially considering that later on Dragon Ball Z characters learned it in literally like a day or two, like fucking Videl. That bitch just came through and Gohan's like, this is how you fly, look. And she's like, hey, thanks, boss, appreciate it. Oof, that's another reason why I like this Majin Vegeta. He has Over in a Flash, and he links really well with your boy Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So let's do that. I wonder if they'll die. Will they all die? This is only, what, 2.5 difficulty? They should die, no? I don't know. We're about to find out right now. What was I going to say? Yeah, Videl fucking learned how to fly in like 2 days. Meanwhile, it took your boy Goku a little time. I mean, I don't think he learned until he was an adult. He never flew when he was a kid. Like, when he was fighting King Piccolo, he had to do a Kamehameha into the ground in order to, you know, jump up and do that super duper uppercut like Ken. Damn, 20k. I'm surprised I got 20k. Usually when you use an AoE, you get like, I don't know, 15, 16, that type of deal. Oh, nice. Appreciate it. Why don't you wipe them out for me? How about you do that? Oh, nice. No one died. Cool. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Usually they do a lot better. I'd really like to use one to get that Tenkaichi, but I can't risk it, bro. These fucking AI, they like to screw you over. These sons of bitches. Here we go. I'm going to use your boy Gohan. Gohan. I guess I'll take out Gogeta. Only thing that sucks about this Gohan is that he doesn't have Prepare for Battle, which is almost a necessity this day and age, let's be honest. Let's be honest, folks. 3. Do I have enough? No, I don't. Well, this is World Tournament. Name of the game is key, so I might as well use a King Yama. Oh, not King Yama. Fuck, I don't even remember this guy's name from the show. Jim Belushi. I'll name him Jim Belushi. So I'll use Jim Belushi. There we go. We got him. Who should I go for? I guess I'll just go for Vegeta. I don't think this should kill, so I guess one of my AoEs could clean up shop, IDK boss. I actually want to see this Gohan super attack. I wonder if it's different, because I know that he has his regular Kamehameha family shit going on, but is it different at all? Oh, I guess not. I guess it's exactly the same with no differences whatsoever. Alright, well, fuck me for even wondering. But, yeah, even though the prize for the World Tournament doesn't seem that great, and I mean, let's be honest, the last time I had time to play World Tournament was fucking during the 1950s. You know what? I'm going to keep it as is. I want to see my boy Xeno Trunks put it down for the pound. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Should I heal? I probably should, but I'm not going to. But yeah, the last time I really played a world tournament to my fullest power of autism, it's been a while. Been a hot minute. Really just what I'm looking for is just to get like a decent local ranking. That way I can just LR Piccolo, and then that'd be done with it. But even before you LR Piccolo, I recommend that you do this. All you people out there, heed my warning. You can get LR Piccolo to at least SA10 because you can do the Super Strike with Piccolo, and basically just keep getting SRs, awakening them, and feeding that into your boy Piccolo. What should I do? I guess I'll do this. I guess I'll kill that Goku with Gogeta, just because. I guess I'll go after Super Vegeta with this Goku. I think he can tank the hit pretty well. I guess I might as well heal, because no matter what, next time I'm going to heal, so I'm going to use a sense of either way, so why not? And boom. But even if I don't play this World Tournament that much, I'll play it a little bit. I still have, you know me, bro, I'm the homework kid. You know, fucking, I had a spring break, had about a week. I did a lot, bro. I did a lot. First big thing was working on some Phone Gap app. Basically just getting, it's basically some app, and I basically just had to get the registration portion up and running, which it really isn't up and running yet because there was no database. Now there's actually a database. What else? Oh boy, bro, for the past couple days, I have been getting absolutely drained by socket programming in C. It is, oh my god, it's painfully boring. Like, the thing is, like, the reason why I don't like it is because, I mean, you know what, I'm not going to say I don't like it. I do like it. It is kind of cool. It's learning something new. It is, you know, it's kind of cool seeing that, you know, messages being transferred back and forth between machines, I guess. But I've been doing web development heavy this semester, so it's not, like, that amazing. Like, I've been using PHP for pretty much the same thing, and it's just easier. It's just easier to use PHP. Like, there's almost no reason. I mean, obviously there's a reason to use a socket API, but, I mean, if I wanted to be a lazy piece of shit, I might actually just save values to a file and then have PHP take the values from that file, line by line, just parse, and then have those be the values. But I guess socket programming is better for kind of a lot of reasons. I mean, security purposes too, but I don't know. It's just the fact, here's the thing. My professor, right, gave us zero information about socket programming. She's just like, hey, socket programming, it exists. Go do this project that requires socket programming. And I'm like, all right, why not? I like getting cucked. Why wouldn't I do that? And then I guess I'll take another Monster Vegeta. Damn, there's a lot of Monster Vegeta leads. And then I've just basically, yesterday and the day before, I basically was just reading them, because I literally knew nothing about it. Like, I just knew that you use sockets to communicate between programs on two different computers, two different networks, you know, like a client-server type of thing. And holy shit, I'd be happy if the Frieza event could come back, along with the Boo event, so I could get these fucking androids LR status. Wonder if he's going to have a villain team. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Not really. Shit team, to be honest. What was I saying? Boy, what was I saying? Oh yeah, socket programming. It's alright. I don't hate it. I honestly did. I was feeling some type of way earlier on in the week just because of the fact that I had to learn everything about it. I was basically reading about it in my book, which wasn't really a great example because they kind of give you a generality of it. It's like, hey, socket programming, you know what socket programming is. They give you the general overview, this, that, and the third. No real pseudocode. And then I basically just had to go on an adventure. I just basically had to find some sites to, you know, do a basic example. And thank God I actually found, basically I go to two universities. The university I'm taking this class in right now is one. The other university, which I took most of my other undergraduate classes, has a similar class, but it's more of a higher level class, and actually has an example online. I was so happy I found it. And it basically gives you the basic information of it, because any type of socket programming or anything network related, there's always some type of a step to basically get intercommunication going. And I didn't know how to do that because, like I said, I never did this shit before, and she didn't really explain anything. And I'm like, all right, let's just fucking do it, boss. And thank God I basically got the basics of it going. But the thing is, it is C, and not only, even if it wasn't C, it is network related stuff. Damn, there's so many Majin Vegetas. It is network related stuff. So it's kind of not hard, but there are certain ways you have to package information when you're sending it over the server to client, client to server. Like, what I wanted to do is, it basically asks for, like, a message header and then a message body and information. Because eventually, I'm assuming, because I saw some examples online when I was looking this shit up, eventually she's probably going to want us to do some type of Dijkstra's algorithm type of thing where you figure out where to send what, when, first, what's the best path to send to third. If not Dijkstra, then at least Prim or something like that. Damn, nice key game, boy. What do you call it? I guess I'll tag Broly if he survives somehow. Wait, is there any ints? No, there's no ints. Okay, let's do that and that. But I made objects. I made a struct object header, I made a struct object body, and then I made a struct object message. And basically you make the struct header is what has all the header info, the struct body has all the body info. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. They're pretty much all integers just because that's what it calls for. It's like, what's the version number? Okay, version number, I'll put that as int. What's the ID number? Okay, I'll put the ID number as int. What's the, I don't know, is it a request or is it a response? All right, I'll put request as 0, response as 1. Who gives a shit? Fucking integers for life, nigga. Who needs shitty chars and shitty strings? Well, strings don't even fucking exist in C low-key. You gotta use a char pointer. Yeah, it's been draining me. So basically, moral of the story is that you can't send an object over the network. Like, you can't take that object, that structure, and just throw it in the network, and then it gets to the other side, and you're like, hey, you know, I know this is an object. I'll just use it as if it's an object. It doesn't work like that. You basically need to send it bit by bit, each piece of that object, and then once it gets there, you pretty much reconstruct it. But I'm trying to figure out, because like the way the assignment says is just like, hey boss, make a message protocol, and after you do the message protocol, make sure, I guess I'll bring another Gogeta. After you do the message protocol, make sure that it has a message header and a message body. So I basically need to Google and pretty much make sure there's no protocol message. Like, I haven't seen that. It seems like everything is like, you make it yourself. Like, I make the message myself. It's not like it exists. You never know, though. I could go to school and they'll be like, hey, stupid, why didn't you put the protocol message that's fucking defined in this library? And I'll go, I don't know, because I don't use C every fucking day. And bro, you know what newts me too? The thing is, you have to use not only C, but you have to use it on their, basically, AFS client, which is whatever. I've been using AFS for a while. It's basically a Linux environment. And bro, so one thing that nuked me, I just wanted to use, fuck, this is a shitty setup. I guess I'll use Gogeta to take out Vegeta, and then I'll use Mong to take out Gogeta. Not even Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But what was it saying? Yeah, basically I was writing a C program, and if you know any basics of programming, you know, like, there's loops, there's a while loop, a for loop, a do while. And I fucking used a regular ass for loop, and it's like, huh? This is for C99. And basically in programming, there's different versions. Like, there's Python, for example. The most recent version, I think, is like 3 something. But some people still use like 2 point whatever. There's C++ 11, C++ 09, C99, C, I'm guessing 2000 something. And it's like, hey boss, it's like, I don't know what this for loop is. What is this for loop? This is only C99. And I'm like, am I missing something? Like, maybe I'm missing something, because sometimes when I'm doing these programming assignments, like when I'm programming for myself and it's just me, myself, and I'm just making something, everything's Gucci, bro. Everything's amazing. Everything's super easy. I'm like, hey, this is super easy. I'm a super smart guy. And then when it comes for the project, I'm like, huh? What do you mean? And I basically because the one thing is, like, once you get to university, you need to realize that whatever work you do, it doesn't matter how good your work is. It's determined based off of how well you mirror your professor's, idea of what the work should be, what it should look like, what they want. And this professor already has kind of gotten on my nerves just because of the fact she gave us an exam recently, and I low-key got a hot. I'm praying I get like an 80 something just because of the fact that the exam was pretty much based off of general info from the book and literally nothing to do with the homework. And I know this sounds almost ignorant to say, well, why isn't it based off the homework? Usually every course the exam is composed of what the homework is, which this did have some homework components, but it was not. I'd say that exam, 30% of it was homework, 70% was just based off of general knowledge from the book, which is all right. But at the same time, we read fucking 6 chapters so far, and it's kind of like a general overview of what fucking networking is. And I'm not happy about that exam. I mean, for example, if anyone knows networking, she basically showed us a packet trace where she asked us what is the size of the message excluding IP and TCP headers, but then didn't give us what the fucking info was of the packet. You're just supposed to know, like, you're supposed to just guess that the TCP headers usually is about 20 bytes, but that shit's dynamic. That could be 20 bytes. The one in that example was actually 54 bytes. And she's like, yeah, you memorized this, right? We never did any homework on this. We never had any problem like this, but you know, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know I'm fucked. That's what I know. But hey, it is what it is. I don't mean to drain you with my fucking shitty networking class, but hey, at the end of the day, even if I catch an L, I don't give a fuck. I'll put an R on that bitch, and I'll be the LRL king. And at the end of the day, at least I got this guy, right? There we go. God forbid I fail. I'll just walk up to an employer and be like, hey, look, you see this? Who needs fucking networking when you got this guy? But that's about it. Hopefully, you niggas can get out there, bro. Use your autism to get these world tournament points. And remember, anyone who started this early, I'll pray for you. Because the later you start, the better your local ranking will most likely be. But in the end, we will see. And that's about it. Nothing left to rhyme.